I'm here. Fair warning. It is starting to storm outside. Because God hates me today. I've been having the worst time the past couple of days, and I am so sorry, Bites, for the absolute insanity that has been happening lately. Let's scoot over here. Oh, that's not the current SCP. Hold on, we'll get to the current SCP. Let's talk for a bit. Oh, and there goes the bitrate. Oh, and there goes the bitrate. Ooh, bitrate. Ooh, bitrate. Hi. I can't have a moment's peace. My existence is cursed. Okay. So, first off, thank you, Jaeger. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. Hi, buddies. Let's talk shop, shall we? Shall we? Do we want to have a little chatty chat? I'll toss your blood in your earring. Wouldn't you like to know? It's only for people who like sippies. So, let's talk about this, okay? So, I want to talk about... Hi, gamer. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody who's new to stream, by the way. I saw a couple of first-time chatters. Hi. So, first off, I started yesterday out with, what happened with your PC? Here's the thing! I don't know! I still don't know. Let's talk about this, okay? Yeah, I saw you were new too, Monarch. Everybody's new. Look at all these new people. So, first off, I started yesterday out pretty bad. I got home from work. I was tired. I wasn't doing well. And I went to get up. And Kiwi, you're not new. Kiwi! Damn it, Kiwi! You're too cute. I can't be mad at you. And I started walking. And I took a step. And now the bitrate's crashing again. Because I can't have shit in this house. Come back up, motherfucker. I know you can do it. It hates me. Kiwi stole the bitrate. Kiwi might have stolen the bitrate. So, I come home and it's probably the Windows update. It's not the Windows update. I walk through the door and I get comfy cozy. I go to my bedroom, I get changed, and I walk myself into the next room. And as I walk, I trip. And as I trip, my foot hits something, and I feel immense pain. And I go, ow, what was that? And I trip again, and I fall into my washer and dryer. And I look, and my foot hurts. And I'm like, oh, that's not normal. That's not a normal kind of pain. And then I walk around for a bit, and I looked at my foot today after I got home from work, and it's black and blue. I'm pretty sure I broke. You shut up, Sky. It is thundering so bad outside. I'm like really anxious. I really want to stream, but I don't want the weather to stop. If the weather does this, if the weather does this and I have to go, I will come back tonight once the weather has settled down. So I'm pretty sure my toe is broken. It hurts like a bitch. And that's not all. I'm pretty sure my toe is broken. It's black and blue. So I go to cook yesterday. Serious enough to put in a cast. It's a toe, so they can't do that. There's really nothing that they can do. They'd tape it up, but like I can do that myself. So I decide, I'm like, I need some sustenance, right? Like I want sustenance. So I go and I'm like, I'm gonna make some chicken and rice, because I make chicken and rice every now and again, because Mama Damon, it's one of Mama Damon's best meals, chicken and rice, right? So I go to make chicken and rice, and I pop myself down, and I sit down, and it's one of my little baby toes, so it's not like a toe splint would do much, but it hurts enough that there's like, it's kind of, your toe is just out of place. It is not out of place. Trust me. I know what it feels to have something out of place. I know it. I know the difference here. So I make chicken and rice. And yes, holy bitrate. Bitrate broke did. Yeah, I know. I'm taking care of it. Bitrate borked. So I make my chicken and rice, right? And I sit down for a second and I check my phone and I scroll through TikTok for a second. I'm like, I should go check the rice. And I get up and it's boiled over. And it boiled over. And it spilled everywhere. It's on everything sucks at that moment, right? And I'm like, ah, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I'll fix this. And I go to take the top off the pot. And as I do, as God intended for me, I am East Coast. The fucking steam comes up through the little vent hole in the pot and burns the shit out of my arm. My arm is burnt like a chicken nugget. It is so red. So I ran it under cold water. I put aloe on it. Everything I know to do for burns. It's not like a serious burn, but it hurts and it sucks. So I'm sitting here, and yesterday I got so tired that I laid down and I went to sleep, and I couldn't sleep. And so I didn't sleep last night, and now I'm tired and I'm cranky, and I just want to read SCPs. You didn't need your arm, right? No, I didn't need it. Did it smell like a chicken nugget? I do smell like chicken nuggets, actually. Did you guys know? Did you guys know I smell like chicken nugget? I smell like beef. I smell like beef. Actually, and not... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna move around for a second, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, fuck. Everything's happening. Okay. Can I... Oh, I'm so big. You guys don't need me that big. Can I be... maybe little again? I want to be little again. So to... I'm not done! Surprisingly! So I go to open up Shoost. Because I'm like, oh, it's stream time, you know? I gotta get ready for stream. And now my glasses are off. Can't have shit in Detroit. So I'm like, what shall I do? And I have a good study, by the way, Kiwi. So I open up Shoost, and I'm like, oh, Shoost, yay! And I love Shoost, because this is why the stream looks so nice and immersive and interactive right now. Look at this. They're cozy. So I'm like, Shoost, my beloved. So I open up Shoost, and then my PC does the weird restart thing that it was doing during DMC. Hasn't done that since DMC, by the way. So I'm like, oh, again. So I start working on things, and then I finally get everything set up to where it's not crashing as soon as I open Shoost. Whether or not it crashes in the interim, who knows? Ooh, look at that crispy bitrate. Crispy bitrate! Deep fried. I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna crash out. I don't have a hub plugged into the back! I trust me, chat, I'm gonna be real with you. Anything you say, I have already taken into account when trying to fix this issue. I have no fix. I don't know what it is. It's crunchy right now. We're gonna be crispy crunchy, okay? We're just here for this. We're deep fried. We're in the shadow realm. I can't help it. I'm wondering what if it isn't my satellite that has been knocked off course. And all my redeems are broken. Here's what happened. I will thank you for the pet, D-Dod. Unfortunately, the pet's not gonna work because guess what happened? Guess what happened? As soon as I got everything fixed, I go to open up VTS because I'm like, okay, now I can open up VTS now that Shoost isn't crashing everything. Now that Shoost isn't crashing everything, guess what happened? VTS corrupted my VTS file for my model. So now, all of my redeems for my model and all of my toggles are fucked. I can't use them. I'll have to reset them. I'll have to set them back up. Fuck. It's terrible. Awful. No good. Very bad. I don't know why it's like this. I can't have shit the past couple of days. I am fucked-eronied. I can't have shit. It's angry. It's angry. I'm angry. I can't have nothing. Oh. Okay, no, I gotta go. Ooh, that was loud. Fuck! God damn it! Shit! I hate it here. I can't have shit. You guys, I hate it here. No, there's two of Iris? What? Two? What's happening? Everything. Zeus tried to kill me. God tried to kill me. I broke a toe. I don't want to crash out. Today's supposed to be cozy, goddammit. How are you doing? I'm good. I crashed out and screamed into a pillow for a little bit, but I think we're good. I have SCPs planned for today. So you finally broke a bone? I finally broke a bone. I did repost on Discord. I added everybody. Thank you for the pets, but oh fuck, I gotta turn that off. I have to reset all my redeems. I hate it here. So, for anybody who missed it, no, I had internet, no, not internet. I had thunder issues so bad that my, that you could hear this, not internet, fuck. There was lightning so close by that it, you could hear the static from it through my microphone. And then you could also hear me, hear the, fucking thunder afterwards. Let me adjust that. I'm so sorry if you've redeemed points today. I'm actually gonna turn our redeems off, for anything that would normally, be related to me, because unfortunately, they're all broken. So, left you a message in the Discord channel. Love your toe arm, burn, get better soon. Thank you. I didn't hear any static. No, Splinters did catch some static. Thank you, PMA, by the way. I'm thankful you're here, and I hope I saw your message about your birthday, and I won't be streaming on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So not this coming Wednesday, but next Wednesday. I hope you have a good birthday, and I will also be posting a happy birthday. Let me pull this up here, actually. I'll share this real quick for the class so that you guys can see this, because Splinters did catch the light. Splinters did catch the lightning. And I'll post it in the YouTube chat as well. Here we are. I'll post it in there. So that has... Is it still storming in your area? I think it's past. I checked the weather radar just to be safe, and I think it's past. But there, you can kind of hear the static that came from it. D-Dod, by the way, points, you, yes, you. Thank you for funding my, thank you for funding the dresser. That's gonna be actually super duper fucking useful, because I need one real bad. I have a clothes rack right now. I don't have a closet that I can use. So I've just been using this really big clothes rack. For parallel universes ahead? I guess so. So, now that the horrors of the universe have been averted, who wants some SCPs? What do you guys think? Do you guys want some SCPs? Do you want SCPs? Your mic is quiet on YouTube? You might have to turn YouTube up, man. I'll turn it up a little bit on my end. But keep in mind, like, you know. I'm gonna yell at everybody. Like, I'm still gonna yell at you. I don't like your financial decisions, but... Damn. Shit, bro. Okay. So, it's time for SCPs. I'm gonna bring my mic a little closer. Oh, I knocked over my medicine. Oh no. My meds, no! Aw, man. Oh, yes, hold on. let me pull this up here. So, for everybody curious, we are under 200 watch hours. Throne refill when? Never. We are under 200 watch hours remaining over on YouTube. Under 200 hours remaining on YouTube. Medication tier list when? Dude, I have so many medications. Any signs of a potential tornado? No, we're good. We're okay. I promise. I wouldn't be streaming if it was that bad. Let's see here. So, SCPs. Everybody's been asking about this one, and this is one that I've been recommended to read on stream. It's one of my favorites. But I haven't had the chance to read it on stream before. It's a big one. It's a long one, so this might take up a good chunk of time. Adding a new one soon. Did you know the ketamine therapy for spicy sadness? Yes, I did. I take buspirone for my spicy sadness. Papa! Cha-cha! Dude, it is either freezing cold during the day, burning hot, and then all of a sudden it's either hailing or raining. I wish it would make up its fucking mind. But anyways, ta-da! Look everybody, it's SCP-610! Yay! Yay! It's the flesh, everybody! Flesh! Flesh, flesh, flesh! Fellow Buspirone gamer. Fellow Buspirone gamers. High five. So, for those of you who aren't aware of SCP streams, just to bring you around, from this point out, we're going to try and keep things nice and calm and cozy. We will be relaxing. We will be... This isn't my favorite SCP. My favorite SCP is the pool that liquefies anything into water. Catch the vibe. That liquefies anything into water, and it's pure sterile water. It's anything that you put into it. It's a pool. It's an anomalous pool. It's actually my favorite because they make a they make a D-class personnel. Dita, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What the heck? Oh, I love ya. Oh man, I'm starting to get used to being treated nicely. I hate it though. And they made a D-class personnel drink another D-class person. It's a little fucked up. They put one in the water and then they put the other one in another thing, and then they... It's a little fucked up now that I think about it, but it is my favorite. I get used to it. Fuck you guys. So we're going to be a little bit cozy from now on out. I'm gonna try and keep everything even-toned. We're gonna try and keep things even-keeled. I've got my new mic. It's not on right now. I also have my new audio interface, which I'm excited about. I have no idea how to work this thing. I just have to get the XLR cord. But yeah, here we are. I am excited to do things. So we're gonna read... I'll add the hiccup counter eventually. Hi, Eris. I'm gonna add the hiccup counter eventually. So we're gonna read SCP-610. Are you guys excited for SCP-610? Everybody really loves SCP-610. I guess, to be fair, The Flesh That Hates is a pretty cool concept for an SCP. But I don't mind it at all. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, alright. Alright, everybody. Are you ready? Are we ready? Let me pull it up here for you guys. That way you can experience the goodies. The Flesh That Hates is probably one of the most interesting SCPs, if I have to be completely honest with you. And that's a moth in the room. Go away. Okay. It's time. Alright, everybody. Let's go. Item number SCP-610. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the vast area of infection SCP-610 covers, containment is impossible. Isolation of the area has proved far more effective, and permission has been granted by the Russian government to establish a perimeter to keep people out of those areas under the guise of military operations. Should any organism displaying traits consistent with SCP-610 be sighted near this perimeter, then the established protocol requires it to be engaged at range with small arms until immobile, then dispatched using incendiary weapons and munitions from as great a distance as possible. Any living thing coming in physical contact with an organism affected by SCP-610 is considered expendable and is to be immediately terminated and incinerated. Any persons coming within 3 meters of SCP-610 infected life are to immediately withdraw from the area, be isolated from the rest of their team, and subjected to medical examination using only remote techniques to determine if infection has occurred and appropriate steps taken based on that determination. Basically, if you run into SCP-610, you are going to be either killed or turned into a guinea pig for a little bit, I guess, you know? At present, the known infection vectors for SCP-610's spread seem to be focused on physical contact. Drone movements within heavily infected areas have returned air samples containing minute particulates, which when exposed to organic compounds will result in the spread of SCP-610. The results of these particular tests have revealed that most require several days to manifest, if at all, with the exception of direct contact with exposed lung and liver tissue. These particular tests show a rapid rate of growth, which requires incineration of the testing environment no more than 24 hours after initial exposure, with even a 2-hour mishap risking a compromised facility event. Given that this kind of rapid growth only occurs in organic material existing outside the human body, this form of infection is currently considered a minor concern. These peculiarities have given rise to a series of questions regarding the possible origin of infection in conjunction with the failed data expunged. Containment protocol remains at a scorched earth policy at this time, and no concern for transmission via water or air at infection parameters exists, barring situational changes in the field. Description: initial reports of SCP-610 come direct from the Russian government through undisclosed channels. These reports consisted merely of disappearances of farmers in the region and were not considered until local police, followed by regional police, and finally a government-dispatched agent, all failed to report within a 72-hour period. A small military contingent was dispatched to the area and quickly withdrew, at which point the Foundation was contacted to investigate. The area SCP-610 affects is close to Lake Baikal in southern Siberia. Areas of known infection are marked on a map provided to us here, which I could show you guys the map if you really want to, but I don't really think it's super needed. It just outlines the general infection area, so that way you guys can also see it. It is on, if I'm not mistaken, the the western side of Lake Baikal, and then a little bit of the western or the eastern side of Lake Baikal. I know, right? It is a little freaky. Containment perimeters are marked in blue surrounding these infection areas, and as of present, no further locations have been identified. Incursions into the perimeter must be reported prior to conducting, confirmed during exploration, and debriefed immediately following return. SCP-610 appears to be a contagious skin disease, at first with symptoms including rash, itching, and increased skin sensitivity. Within 3 hours, the disease will cause blemishes resembling heavy scar tissue to form in the chest and arm area, spreading to the legs and back with an additional hour, consuming the victim completely within 5 hours. Exposure to higher temperatures vastly decreases the time for the contagion to spread, and complete infections have been recorded occurring in as little as 5 minutes. Hi, Road Duck, welcome in. After the completion of infection occurs, the victim's life functions will cease after approximately 3 minutes, after which time they will restart at 2 to 3 times activity of a normal human. Following this, the scar tissues on the victims will start to move on its own accord and grow at a rapid rate. Hi, Nathan. Welcome in, everybody who's joining us. I'm so sorry about the tech issues earlier. I promise we're reading now. Normal human features start to disappear at this point under infection, and the path for mutation... Oh, I've lost my place. Appears to be largely random. Subjects observed in this stage of infection have been recorded as growing 3 or more limbs of a type such as arms or legs. The head may become misshapen and elongate or widen out, and parts of the subject may be split open from which additional branches of flesh will grow. The duration of this stage of infection is unknown, and not all subjects appear to progress at the same stage to later stage. What am I hearing? You're hearing the horrors of the flesh that hates. We're reading SCPs for anybody who's just joining us, so welcome in. If I was sleeping through this, you'd be surprised. A surprising amount of people love listening to SCPs to go to sleep. Or, like, reading stories for these. Yeah, it's a made-up disease. Don't worry, you can't catch this. Yet. No, it's all made up. There's a surprising amount of people who really like, listening to stories like this when they go to sleep. I'm one of them. I like to put on scary stories when I sleep. Yet. For $5.99, you too can have the flesh that hates. Is that a threat? Maybe. Good night, Phantom. Under unknown conditions, an infected individual will cease moving and place itself in a location deemed suitable where it roots itself. The fleshy growth on the victims will then begin to spread itself across all surrounding objects and consume them. Such objects do not spread the infection as living creatures do. However, the effect of a prolonged contact with these objects is recorded later on in this document. It is assumed that this behavior is to create an area hospitable to continue to grow their other infections. I used to listen to ASMR artist Ephemeral Rift for the same reason. Hell yeah. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite SCPs. It's great. Yeah, you subbed. Look at you. Get a little sub badge. Observations of life infected by SCP-610 by staff is impossible. Those infected with the disease immediately seek out aid as natural human impulse, resulting in unintended infections. Those infected past scar tissue phase actively and aggressively attempt to infect anyone approaching them within an identified area. It has been established that should an infected be capable of sight and observe an uninfected, it will proceed towards them. If the infected has lost the ability of sight, a range of approximately 30 meters is considered safe. Observation of SCP-610 infected settlements have been established using artificial methods such as remote robots. The data returned from these observations, coupled with an openly aggressive nature of the infected to attempt to spread SCP-610, has resulted in the Keter classification. However, so long as nothing is allowed to enter or leave the infected areas, it is considered a neutralized threat. Of concern are the cavernous areas beneath the infected settlements that were discovered during exploration, and attempts to get research personnel into these are underway. We're going to read a couple of the logs here. I will admit that this one, SCP, has a lot of extra goodies to it. Some of these I'm going to leave for you guys to read as well, because I think that that's always fantastic for you guys to get the chance to read and interact with the media. But I figured we'll read a handful of these and experience them together. Together! After establishing... Oh, I almost forgot. The logs are fantastic. Also, Hayes, thank you for the 2 months! I think the SCP, I love the logs for these, I really do. Depending, we might read through them all, but it'll really depend. Let's see here. After establishing, this is SCP-610-L1, so log 1. After establishing the containment perimeter for SCP-610, the Russian government approved our request to research and investigate the area. For the first of such exploration, a small camera-mounted unit known as a Herbie was dispatched at a safe distance and directed towards Site A. Herbie has a battery life of 12 hours and a control range far wider than what is required for this dispatch. You're good. Herbie is able to enter Site A without incident. The landscapes around Site A shows the early stages of assimilation by singular SCP-610 infected who have fallen at largely random intervals around what remains of the village. Many of the homes appear to have suffered fire damage long since put out. However, a fair amount remain intact. Aerial reconnaissance of Site A combined with thermal imaging has put it at an estimated population of 79 infected. Immobile infected are included in this number, however, it is difficult to ascertain an exact percentage of mobile versus immobile. I'm hoping this will be a longer stream since we had to cut for a little while, so... Varying degrees of physical mutation due to SCP-610 are present in Site A, and it is assumed that all the inhabitants are in advanced stages of infection. Herbie observed the exterior of the village for 2 hours, during which time all infected behave with what would appear to be a loose sense of social structure. Because Herbie remained stationary during this observational period, it is unknown precisely what every individual infected person was doing. However, the central plaza experienced occasional bursts in activity and downtime. Requiring more information, Herbie was directed to follow an infected as it entered a home. There is a bumpy camera feed as Herbie scoots over the gravel behind the quickly shambling infected person. The interior of this home is the same as that attached to the primary file of SCP-610. The infected being tailed is the one sitting at the table. After entering the home, Herbie's camera was raised slowly as to not draw attention. This action was either unnoticed or ignored. The infected person is watched from the doorway as it hobbles around the home and stops at each of the other visible infected organisms. However, it appears to ignore the one under the table, which, while not immobile, does not leave that area. What this creature was before infection is unclear. Side note, we will be having a short ad break coming up in about 3 minutes, just to give you guys a heads up. After lapping the table and repeating this procedure 3 times, the primary infected person, known as Alpha henceforward, stops at the bedridden infected known as Beta and proceeds to assault it with furious punches. Beta is unable to leave the bed for unknown reasons, but is not completely immobile as it flails its arms in response to the beatings delivered by Alpha. After several sustained minutes of this beating, a piercing sound explodes from the area around Beta, who then proceeds to project a cloud of unknown matter into the air from its chest cavity. Alpha lingers in the cloud as it floats in the air around them, slowly descending to the ground. The unknown life form on the table aside Beta begins to twitch in an apparent seizure. And Alpha then left the room twice more, stopping at each infected organism, but still ignoring the one under the table as well as Beta for now. After these 2 laps, Alpha seats itself at the table and reaches out to position the 3 plates atop it as if setting for dinner. After the plates are positioned, the facial tendrils extending from Alpha wiggle up and start to coil on one of the plates before tearing it apart and separating it. This is... I swear to God. I hate it. I hate it here. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that? We're back. OBS just decided to shit itself. I can't have anything nice tonight. No, the internet didn't crash. I promise. We back, we back. Ad's gonna start in like 5 seconds. I'm sorry about that. No. After several minutes, a group comprised of 6 to 7 individual infected enter the room from outside. Still ignoring Herbie, each infected shambles as if movement is difficult, jerking in large steps and squirming into small ones. These infected all surround the table, and each takes turns grabbing handfuls of fleshy substance left behind by Alpha, pressing it into whatever orifices on themselves they can. Some into mouths, some into chest, some behind their backs, and some under their arms. When all plates are empty, the group leaves. Herbie remains for several more minutes before retracting his camera and leaving. No, you don't have to have a Twitch. You're good. Probably do a few too. Damn, look at you guys. Here to save people from the ads. Immediately after leaving the home, Herbie collides with an object. Panning the camera around, the obstruction appears to be Alpha, whose facial tendrils are intermingling with another infected having similar mutations. The impact is ignored and the 2 infected part ways after several minutes. Herbie is then directed to explore more areas of the village. The remains of what appear to have been a store show signs of severe fire damage as well as activity inside the building, which Herbie moves to investigate. The door is slightly ajar, and with firm movements, Herbie is able to push it open. No notice is taken of this action, or it is ignored. D-Dot coming in with the 5 gifted subs! Thank you again! You guys are crazy. I love you all. Wow. Some people got saved from ad jail. Inside the store are several infected persons, most of whom are standing around. However, one is on the ground rolling back and forth over the space of approximately 0.3 meters and is ignored by the others. Herbie rolls under the divider separating the cashier area from the customer area and pans around behind the counter. The upper half of a person is protruding from a cellar door behind the counter. The person does not appear to be suffering from advanced infection and wears the garb of a Russian soldier. Herbie zooms the camera in to confirm identification, and it is noticed the eyes of this person are in constant movement, often focusing on Herbie. The rest of the soldiers do not move. Herbie is directed to leave the area and proceeds back into the room. In this large storage area, a large pile of bodies are stacked together. Some pieces of clothing are visible and appear to contain both military garb and everyday clothing. No facial features are discernible on any of the bodies due to the way they are stacked. Atop the bodies is an infected sit, apparently having its lower parts fused to the pile with its upper half in a wild state of flailing seizure. Approximately every 10 seconds, a burst of spores flies out the top of the infected, which linger in the air. Herbie is directed to leave the building. After leaving this building, Herbie passes the village well, surrounding which are a series of immobile infected, all facing the well. The arms of each of these infected persons are stretched out, one in contact with the next, forming a perfect chain. Save for one, whose arms are down at its sides. Herbie passes by the last infected to approach what has appeared to have been the town hall or mayor's building when the infected become mobile and snatch up the rover. Video feed from Herbie focuses on the face of the infected, which is strangely in perfect shape given the condition of the rest of the body, which is horribly bloated. This infected was once a young girl from appearance, age estimated 10 to 12. Herbie is rolled side to side in its grip as its face stares motionless at the rover. The infected's face suddenly balloons in size and explodes outwards into a series of fleshy flaps that grab Herbie and draw it inside. Herbie's video feed terminates. Herbie was considered lost at this point. However, no one at control remembered to turn off the video feed, assuming it cut. 5 hours later, Herbie's video feed resumed, stationary and at a raised level pointing towards the upper rim of the village well. The video feed contains some blur due to what appears to be a slimy film which often oozes across the lens, but when not obscured, provides perfect quality recording. Have a good one, Mo. Herbie does not respond to any remote commands, but its video jerks back and forth from target to target, zooming in and out of its own accord. Video feed is cut manually, and all connections to Herbie's unit are ordered erased. Proceed to next document, SCP-610-L2. Yeah, RIP to little Herbie. He did not deserve this. Poor little guy. He was just trying to be a good little guy. Hi, Thunder. Welcome in. He's just a little dude. Poor little guy. SCP-610-L2. So this is the next log. Let's see here. During construction of the perimeter surrounding SCP-610's containment area, several D-Class personnel were infected due to assaults from infected villagers or animals roaming the area, in addition to a number of infections as a result of escape attempts or careless behavior. Most of these infected personnel were immediately destroyed with flamethrowers. However, a small collection of infected were contained in cold storage units, which prolonged the inevitable progression of SCP-610's mutative properties. The decision was made to utilize some of these infected personnel as video relays and dispatch them into nearby sites. Due to the concern over loss of equipment as evidenced in SCP-610-L1, all 3 subjects were used in a manner that were sent into the video village with a single video system to Site C. Additional equipment issued for this dispatch to include a 1-gallon container of gasoline, 3 emergency flares, 3 9mm pistols with 3 magazines for ammo for each, 3 single-serving food rations. The infected personnel were instructed to observe and avoid interaction with the infected villagers as long as possible, but should a situation arise where they are met with aggression or feel they are losing themselves to SCP-610's influence, they are free to kill as many infected villagers as they so choose, and do as much damage to infected objects and property as possible while maintaining the video feed. The intent of this was in order to provide data for SCP-610's infected communities in a raid situation, so a plan of eradication could be better established. At the time of the expedition, Site C was suspected to be a possible origin point for SCP-610, having far fewer mobile infected than other sites, as well as structures which appear to have been layered over several times, with terraforming effects of the immobile infected. Dispatch Class D personnel, henceforth known as DI-1, DI-2, and DI-3, were directed to pay particular attention to anything that could be considered an origin point for SCP-610. The trek to our perimeter camp to Site C was uneventful. There is no evidence of any native animal life in the area. As Site C is approached, there is a noticeable rise in temperature within the last 30 meters of the trip that necessitates removal of any heavy cold-based coverings that were provided. The temperature rises again sharply at the entrance of Site C proper, which requires further shedding of garments for fear of heat stroke. Site C is described as being heavily humid and around 32 degrees Celsius or 89 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the first immediately noticeable traits about Site C is an array of immobile pylons which encircle what is believed to be the entirety of the site, separate by an apparent distance of 5 to 6 meters. Each pylon appears to be about 2 to 4 infected persons fused together in one spot. On some of these pylons, features such as faces and anuses are still visible, in addition to several other holes which do not naturally occur, all appearing to act as heat vents. Where the heat is generated is unknown. Current belief is that it is an advanced stage of SCP-610's terraforming effects, and it's terraforming its environment to facilitate the spread of itself. They got the warm buttholes. They got them warm buttholes. What's up? I love being a VTuber. I could just say shit like they got warm buttholes. Ah, shit. D12, DI2, excuse me, who is the furthest along in the progression of SCP-610, of the three by a number of hours, begins to seizure after only a few minutes in Site C during examination of the pylons. The progression to scar tissue phase of SCP-610 infection is observed in full course as DI2 spasms on the ground, his entire body being overtaken by the sickly tan flesh, almost entirely after 45 seconds. DI2 is terminated by a gunshot from DI1, and his equipment left where it is. The spread of SCP-610 over DI2 continues even after death of the body until all movement ceases. As perimeter control is relaying new instructions to DI1 and DI3 regarding the situation, there is a shift in the ground covering in Site C where DI2's body is. Video feed shows the flesh-like growth splitting open beneath his body and a series of ropey tendrils coming from within the gap to pull his corpse inside. This opening quickly closes up. Total time elapsed 3 seconds. As DI1 and DI3 decide to act quickly in these hotter temperatures, fearing the same fate, they proceed to the village center and encounter another previously unknown phenomenon. In the precise center of town, rising above what was the community well, is a sphere suspended by angled supports composed of SCP-610 flesh. This ball is riddled with the features of humans in early stages of SCP-610 infection, as well as a good number of assumed to be in later stages. A number of specimens of non-human life forms, such as deer and bears, are also visible within the mass. The entire sphere of flesh pulses at a roughly 5-second interval, and with each pulse emits a ring of spore-like material from its equator. This material floats to the ground and appears to be absorbed into the converted environment. DI3 begins to douse the sphere with the provided gasoline, and when questioned by panicked DI1, explains this looks like a good enough thing to burn as any. At this point, perimeter control has ceased giving commands due to the rapid deterioration of events. There is no reaction from any within Site C to this activity until the precise moment at which a lit emergency flare is applied to the spherical mass, which immediately goes up in flames. The remote feed plays back a noise of an unknown location that seems to come from a location far outside of Site C. It was reported as being heard even at the perimeter control by both Site C and A. The noise is described both as explosive, as if multiple high-yield charges were detonated on a mountainside, and alive, like a large feral creature roaring. Within 15 seconds following the sound's dissipation, Site A reported that a series of explosions had occurred within the village. 5 seconds after this report, the spherical mass in the middle of Site C explodes. DI-1 and DI-3 are thrown by the blast. DI-3 is confirmed deceased by DI-1 after regaining his footing, having suffered injury from stone shrapnel from the well. DI-1 is able to report that he has bruises and ringing in his ears, but aside from the rapidly spreading SCP-610 infection, he suffered no blast damage. During this recording of footage, DI-1 has had his video equipment removed and was looking into it. Due to the angle of recording, it is unknown precisely what occurred in Site C, but something draws DI-1's attention back to the center of town, where he steers for several moments, then is pulled in the opposite direction. The video equipment falling to the ground and recording skyward direction. The last moments of footage from DI-1's video unit displayed a humanoid figure moving through the air, followed by the sound of an impact in the same direction. Within 3 seconds of the event, an unknown creature steps on the video recording equipment and destroys it. Perimeter control remained on high alert for a full 24 hours at all locations without incident following this event. Proceed to next document, SCP-610-L3. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Are we liking the flesh? Do we like flesh? Do we enjoy flesh, chat? That's another thing I'd like to do sometime soon, in like the near future. I'd really like to do Mystery Flesh Pit. We love the flesh. Flesh. Flesh, 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 flesh. I'd like to do, in the future, I think it'd be really cool if we could start doing, something Mystery Flesh Pit. Yeah, Mystery Flesh Pit. Have you guys not heard of Mystery Flesh Pit National Park? Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Considering I am flesh, yuppers. See, we all love the flesh. We love the flesh, even if the flesh hates us. Yay! Flesh! Yay! Mystery Flesh Pit is height? Oh man, yeah, now we have to get into Mystery Flesh Pit. Oop. Alright. SCP-610-L3. Destruction caused by the rapid collapse of Site C exploration attempted during SCP-610-L2 resulted in a series of unexpected events in Site A. As the strange spherical formation in Site C was burned and destroyed, the SCP-610 inhabiting Site A were reported by aerial drones going into seizures and convulsions. Is it labeled as art? Hold on. It needs to be under just chatting. Thank you for catching that. I'm dumb. Thank you. I appreciate it, Ace. That's actually very helpful. The immobile SCP-610 infected rapidly shriveled and died, along with all flesh materials spread across inanimate objects within the village. The mobile SCP-610 infected who were able to regain their footing all proceeded to what appears to have formerly been an upper-class residence and entered the building. As the infected entered this dwelling, it suffered a foundational collapse, revealing the presence of a sinkhole beneath it. The size of the hole in relation to the structure above it posed an impossibility for an entire building collapse, suggesting something within the hole applied force directly to the structure with the intent to pull it inside and expose the hole. Yeah, I must have missed it. But then again, there was so much going on that it might have just gotten lost in translation. The revealed hole is approximately large enough to accommodate 3 grown men standing shoulder to shoulder. Light sources applied by remote drones failed to penetrate further than 4 meters depth into the hole. Objects dropped into the hole do not produce an impact sound, suggesting the bottom potentially more than 1,000 meters down. Oh no, you're good. Research of the exterior of Site A hole was only able to be carried out for 2 hours' time. Samples of the atmosphere in Site A indicated a complete death of SCP-610 related materials. All infectious life that did not evacuate into the hole died above ground and quickly became shriveled husks. The Minecraft music while talking about flesh murder monsters is jarring. Hey, we're here to chill out, you know? What's more chill than Minecraft music? I could put on Animal Crossing music and we could have, like, bubblegum KK going. Wouldn't that be fun? You want bubblegum KK? We could have Animal Crossing music going on. Manned exploration of Site A was approved and commenced immediately. In the span of 30 minutes, a total of 3 research teams consisting of 2 to 3 research staff and 4 to 5 armed escorts each were dispatched and setting up stations within the remains of the village. Exactly. This is so cozy. It's nice and comfy. Samples of deceased SCP-610 infected and converted matter were sent back to Perimeter HQ for processing and transport. One team was able to recover a small sample of still living SCP-610 tissue substance from a building and pack it up for research. Ah! I can't eep. I must not eep. No eep. No eep. I can't eep. Hi, welcome in. Within the second hour of exploration of Site A, a series of echo reverberation units were set up surrounding the hole, with the intent of getting an accurate mapping of the hole and possible branch tunnels. At the end of this second hour, before the echo units could be activated, seismic activity began to occur within Site A. 2 teams of original 3 remained on site, the third en route back to Perimeter HQ with samples. The third team was instructed to proceed back to Perimeter HQ when seismic activity began and was told that Site A should not be returned to for assistance. Seismic activity at Site A capped at a 2.3. Fuck. 2.3 Richter level before petering off. Immediately following the seismic event, a torrent of SCP-610 spores erupted from the hole and layered the area around it for a span of 50 meters. As all staff on site were in Level A hazardous materials suits, the spore burst was startling but did not lead to any infections. As the interruption was being reported, both teams at Site A came under attack from aerial life forms infected with SCP-610. These organisms were captured by a remote drone. Ah! I'm like an old lady. I'm like an old lady. I'm yawning and my eyes are watering. I'm an old soul. I'm a hag. I'm not a hag. I refuse. I'm an old soul. That's what they used to tell me all the time when I was little. Whenever I would talk to people when I was little, they'd be like, oh, you're an old soul. I think that just meant that I was boring. I'd talk to people and I'd be like, oh yeah, I like to plant strawberries and I like to take care of flowers. And I like to sew and crochet. And they'd be like, oh, Iris, you're an old soul. I can't stop. I wish I could. Trying my best. I always took it as being more trad. I don't think it's that. Because I start calling you Grandmama, please. I'm Grandmama. Grandmama Iris. Grandmama Iris. A little babushka. I'm your babushka now. Have a good one. Grandma Iris. There you go. Have a good one, Hayes. Take care. Hopefully things go well. Where was I? These organisms were captured by their remote drone video equipment and showed extremely advanced stages of infection. It is impossible to tell what they mutated from at this present state. Many of the avian creatures attacked by splitting their heads in half and clamping them against research members, pulling them into the air and dropping them into the hole when possible. These avian infected proved vulnerable to small arms fire. You did not update us. In dispatching them, a total of 2 research staff were lost to the hole and 1 injured due to crossfire. The injured staff was put down immediately upon showing signs of infection due to a suit breach. Tell us when you get the chance. Before the video and radio contact was lost with the remaining teams inside Site A, a seismic event began to occur, starting out at in the 1 to 1.5 range and scale. Attention was directed at the hole to prepare for a second assault. A second spore burst erupted from the hole during the rising seismic activity, at point which scales registered at 3 to 3.5 in force from a new unseen SCP-610 entity began to emerge from the hole. The only footage captured of this creature depicts an engorged human head approximately 20 times larger than normal, pressing itself out of the hole with no discernible body. Video and radio contact were lost as seismic forces increased to 7 on the scale for 2 seconds during, and then abruptly ceased. Further aerial surveillance of Site A hole and area depict 0 activity and no trace of research teams or there ever having been one. All personnel and equipment are considered lost. Oh my god, Hayes. I'm gonna kill her myself. What the fuck? That's terrible, man. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, you dodged a massive red flag, dude. What the fuck? I am so sorry. Like, my god. Ah. Yeah, I'm exceptionally red colorblind. I don't see red flags are usually green flags, but in that case, that's a red flag. Yeah, that's not a red flag. That's a nuke. That's a red nuke. All right, we have two more. We have 2 more logs that we'll read tonight for 610, and then we'll move on. There are some other SCPs that I do want to get to tonight. I found some interesting ones that were top rated for the past 30 days. And I do want to see those. Also, side note, I've just noticed my tracking is a lot more accurate than I usually like it to be. Because I know if I start doing my usual just like resting face, it's going to look like I'm mad at you. Hold on. I'm judging you. I'm judging your life choices. I have resting bitch face. Yeah, resting Damon face. I judge you. Seriously, when I'm at work, people very frequently are like, Iris, are you good? Are you angry? Why are you upset? And I'm like, no, why would I be upset? They're like, you look mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm having a great day. That one of our friends watches her and got all that VTuber friend a very bad word. Waste my time hitting on a fake anime girl I don't know exists and block me again. Fuck, dude. You don't. What a rude I'm sorry. What a rude bitch. She can go kick rocks, man. Like, fuck that bitch. Please, I'm invested in this drama. What a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm a firm believer in the idea that everybody deserves kindness. At some level, you inherently deserve kindness until you prove otherwise. If you actively go out of your way to make other people feel bad, either about being themselves or about their preferences or anything like that. Yeah, no, I wanted to keep updated with this. You don't deserve kindness anymore. Your kindness privileges have been revoked. If you go out of your way to make other people feel bad for existing or for showing kindness or for being soft, you don't deserve kindness yourself. I think that everybody should be nice to everybody. And Saya in chat. Hold up. Sorry, I got... Oh my god, Saya. I'm sorry, I got really distracted. Don't get even, take everything. Destroy. I'm sorry, I got like really distracted there. Mic's still peaking? It's gonna peak. We have a new mic, but I have to hit the XLR cord for it. Which is kind of difficult to get. It's in the mail. It's in the mail. Sorry, I got really distracted because I saw you. I saw Saya and my brain went, Saya no Uta. In my chat? On this Monday? On this macabre Monday evening? Saya from Gen Urobuchi's hit visual novel. I wouldn't call it a hit. Peak novel for real. Hey! Saya no Uta, I don't talk about... Actually, weird tangent. We're talking about flesh monsters. I don't often talk about how I think that, about this. I actually do find the thematics behind Saya no Uta and its unique look into the way that we process our humanity and, how we anthropomorphize things to be a very fascinating, look into it. I wouldn't recommend Saya no Uta for most people. But I have read it. It's not like, I think a lot of people overreact to it, but personally, I found it to be very, a very interesting eldritch horror read. Add 1 proton to their body instead. Change their molecular structure. I'm so sorry. I got off on tangent. I like Saya no Uta. Sorry. Yeah, you gotta be willing to understand that not everybody deserves your good ones. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. I would not recommend most people read Saya no Uta. It's not exactly, it's not exactly... Oh. Cracking my boob. Not exactly, baby's easiest VN read. It's fine if you're on the, you're okay with darker themes and don't really squirm that easy, but it is an uncomfortable read. I don't think it's as bad, terrible as some people think it is, because there are a lot of people out there who think it's really bad. But I personally, I'm personally, interested in it, because I think that its aspects of eldritch horror are top tier. I think we need more eldritch horror anime girls. We should get back on topic. We're reading SCPs. We're reading SCPs. Now I'm talking about Saya no Uta. Kind of like an anime called Parasite. It's definitely not one. It's not stream safe. We cannot read Saya no Uta on stream. That's something that I will never do on stream. You can read it on your own, but I can't read that on stream. Like, I can't. I don't think Twitch would like that. But it's definitely not the same as Parasite. Yeah. It's definitely not the same as Parasite. I'd argue Parasite's a lot more digestible than Saya. But I like Saya nonetheless. Perhaps the real SCPs are the friends we made along the way. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so we are on SCP-610L4. Ahem. Events regarding the discovery, research, and handling of SCP-610 rapidly degraded to a point where fail-safe options were being considered. Likes crochet and also likes some scary gore stuff. That's why we love you, Iris. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm out of water. Can I have Coke? Hold on. I have Coca-Cola. I have Coca-Cola! Guys, I'm gonna go get Coca-Cola. I'll be back, chat. I'm gonna go get Coca-Cola. Be good. Be good. Be good. Coca-Cola. Guys, I got Coca-Cola. 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 I got Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. This is definitely hydrating. This is hydration at its finest, really. Sody pop. We do sody pop. Soda feels like static. That's fair. Pepsi tastes like ants? Maybe not. Charlie, CRT TV. We're never gonna stop talking about the CRT licking, are we? Coca-Cola. I got the Coca-Cola. Can we time him out, please? No, we accept all food. No. He's serious about it. But Jan, did you realize that times yourself out? Jan, do you realize that in the description it says time yourself out? I'll untime you out in a second. I didn't mean to set it for that long. Oop. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Jan didn't realize. Hold on. Hold on, I'll actually, Where is it? I'm sorry, Jan. I love you. Here, actually, I'll give you lenience. I'll let you back. For speaking the truth? No. I love you. Mask devs? I'll untime out you so you can come back. Hi everyone, welcome in. Great. Welcome in. Here's my sacrificial timeout. Don't worry, I'll take splitters out. Hold on. It's okay. Timeout. Splinter. Let's do 120 seconds. Wait, how do I... Is it a space? Does that work? Fuck. You know what? You're just gonna get a regular timeout. It's like 10 minutes. You can go sit in YouTube chat. How about that? I'm gonna go sit over there. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. Destroyed. Alright. I have more to read. Who was that guy? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. What is your favorite bug? Bug? That's a good question. Wait, I know. Ducky. I like these little guys. Let me... yes. I like these little guys. Hold on. Up. Where is he? These little guys. He's a rubber ducky isopod. I don't really like bugs this much, but this little guy is really cute. And I really like him. He's a rubber ducky isopod, so he looks like a real rubber ducky. But he's little and tiny, and he's got... It's a real bug! Yes, they're very cute. Fun fact. Fun iris fact. Do you guys want to know a fun fact? Instruction hat bug. Exactly. BTW, like the accurate face tracking, because I see the movement. He wanted to add life of a woman. Yeah, no, he's a little guy. He's just a little guy. They're really cute. Fun iris fact, actually. I am scared. I'm scared very specifically. Yeah, if you want to send this to me, you can DM them to me on Discord. I'll read it. That's so cool. They're so cute. Fun fact. I'm scared of butterflies. Specifically butterflies. I had a moment when I was a very, very young child. When I was a little baby Damon. And Uncle Damon came over. My great Uncle Damon, he came over and he got down to my level and I was playing with a little butterfly. And he looked me in the eye when I was like, no, this is completely unrelated to the SpongeBob episode. The SpongeBob episode actually came out after this happened. And he looked me in the eye, and he looked at me and he went, "Butterflies eat little girls like you." And then he walked away. Mari's favorite bug is a butterfly. See, this is why I fear Mari. He literally told me that the butterfly I had in my hands was going to eat me. And I was like 3. And it scarred me for life. I still flinch when I, like, see a butterfly. Fearing Mari is 100% justified, yeah. So, it did. I'm pretty sure it did. I remember watching it when I was older. He never apologized. When did that episode? Yeah, no, that would have been when I was about that age. So it came out, like, afterwards. Funny uncle. I meant, did it eat you? No, but I was terrified. It is funny. It's funny in hindsight, but, like, I now flinch every time a butterfly or a moth comes at me. Not wrong, they taste through their feet. I found out I don't like butterflies and I don't like horses. Horses eat meat, and I think that's wrong. Like every caterpillar I found got so many itchy hand moments from their itchy fur. I'm not scared of caterpillars. I actually find caterpillars kind of adorable. I can't wait to see what the art project is. Horses are terrifying. Oh, we might read them later. I don't know if I want to read them on stream, but I'll keep them and I'll read them personally. But I'm scared of horses. I don't like horses. Maybe it's because they're so much bigger than me, but I don't like horses. I don't like them. They scare me. They're spooky. So we got a little bit more to read here. But yeah, fun moment. Are you scared of giraffes? No, I'm not. Fun facts when I was little. Have you seen horse teeth? I have. They're terrifying. I don't like the soulless look that you get when you look into the eyes of a horse. If you look into the eyes of a horse, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. When you look at a horse... No, you're good, Hayes. When you look at a horse, you realize that there is nothing there. There's nothing... Their brains shut off. Horses don't have souls, and I stand by that. Spirit, the horse, is a... Spirit, the horse, is horse propaganda. feel like a Shetland pony may be bigger than you. I don't think that's true. Shetland, hold on. How tall is a Shetland pony in feet? I'm taller than a Shetland pony! Hollow Knight characters? Since Hollow Knight characters are bugs, might as well. Oh, that's so cute! Hi, Rocket. That's adorable! Horsefools are like birds. I'm taller than a Shetland pony, by the way. Retard Shetland pony. They only get to be about 4 feet tall. I'm 5 feet tall. I'm bigger than a Shetland pony. I could kick a Shetland's pony's ass. I can fight a horse. I can fight a horse. Hey, thank you for the gifted. Gotta stick around to see an end result. I know, right? Horses are evil. I'm gonna fist fight a horse. Barehanded? Yeah. Yes, Winners is still timed out on Twitch, by the way. Alright. We're back on track. It's SCP time. SCP-610-L4. Yeah, horses are evil. We can all agree horses are evil. Events regarding the discovery, research, and handling of SCP-610 rapidly degraded to the point where fail-safe options were being considered. For over 1 hour, nothing further had happened at Site A following the loss of research teams during the seismic events in SCP-610-L3 and subsequent contact with previously unseen SCP-610 life forms. With the absence of activity at Site A, a remote drone dispatch was authorized in 2 parts. The first part would drop a remote relay device at the entrance of SCP's entrance to Site A sinkhole, and the second part would dispatch a drone into the hole directly to relay its data to the remote relay for transmission back to HQ. Drones on site were powered by solar energy with a battery maintaining a 4-hour charge. Hello. Welcome in. Only had enough money to give you, Mykora. Oh no, I'm bad at games like Hollow Knight. I'm really bad at games like Hollow Knight. I wish I could be better at them. Attached is a video log recovered from Site A sinkhole drone before its loss. Video feed activates. Researcher's face is seen looking into the camera, applying a polishing cloth to the lens. This is explorative drone RSCP-6101 coming online. Systems checkout. Video confirmed. Feed is good to relay station. We are testing rotors now and deploying if successful. The sound of a helicopter blade starts up as the feed itself begins to lift into the air. Camera tilts left and right to test pan features, then directs itself towards Site A sinkhole. Video feed is go, engines are go, links are green. Alright, sending drone down now. Audio from the outside world fades away as camera angles itself down and peers into the darkness within the sinkhole. After approximately 2 minutes of descent, lights on the drone activate and illuminate a roughly dug shaft. Initially, it is unclear what could have created the hole, but at a glance, it would appear to be the shaft was created by a single event rather than dug over time. At approximately 15 meters descent, there are traces of SCP-610 material attached to the dirt and stuck to rocks. The material is dormant, but retains its texture and appearance, unlike samples from the above ground, which shrivel and dry rapidly. There is a possible connection with this material in the events last recorded during SCP-610-L3. Descent continues. At approximately 100 meters in depth, branch tunnels become visible in the walls of the sinkhole. Panning of the camera reveals small tunnels branching out at apparently random intervals, but which are not restricted to any one side of the hole. These tunnels are considered too small for any useful exploration to occur. Descent continues. Increase in density of SCP-610 materials on the wall is noted as depth increases. Yeah, what a mystery of this mysterious flesh pit. At 250 meters, the bottom of the sinkhole becomes visible and tunnels slope sharply, suggesting unnatural formation, which was already suspected. Drone video shifts to illuminate this tunnel, and drones proceed forward through the area. SCP-610 coats the entirety of the tunnel now and is taken to keep the drone from coming in contact with any surface. Movement is detected, approximately 5 meters ahead. Lights in the drone are dimmed and weapons come online. Good night, Benny! The RSCP-610 drone is equipped with a 5.56mm machine gun containing 50 rounds of ammo. This is meant to be used to deter wildlife away from the drone and defend against aggression when possible, rather than to dispatch a target, although it is fully capable of handling human aggressors in small groups. Camera focus turns to the moving mass of flesh ahead at approximately 3 meters. After focus clears, the movement appears to be coming from what appears to be a deer, uninfected, wriggling in the grips of tendrils composed by SCP-610 material. The deer is being suspended above the ground with unclear intent. The drone is moved past the trapped deer while holding it in view of the camera until safely away. Nothing occurs with the deer, and the drone proceeds past undisturbed. The previously fairly level ground of the tunnel displays large humps and apparently random placements, approximately 5 meters ahead from the drone. Approximately 30 meters past the encountered deer, upon approach of these lumps turn out to be similar infected villagers who escaped from Site A into the sinkhole after the destruction of Site C. Sound of rushing water is now detected and the drone is pushed forward. Approximately 100 meters further into the tunnel, the sound of running water is now deafening. Drone lights reveal a running stream of water, potentially from one of the adjacent rivers in the area. A sample vial is placed into the water, allowed to collect, and then released with an active tracking beacon. We gotta get that Gat Moe in here. That's why we have the relaxing, soft music while I read horrors beyond your physical comprehension. Later recovery of the sample indicates no SCP-610 contamination of groundwater. The tunnel splits in two at this point. One tunnel leads around the river and then seems to slope downward, while the other is directly above the light source in the ceiling. The second one is selected to facilitate recovery of the drone. During adjustment of the drone's flight path, it comes in contact with a portion of the tunnel wall coated in SCP-610, causing a deep gash from the propeller of the drone, which is already healing over when the camera focuses on the impact point. The drone proceeds upwards. Approximately 300 meters of upward travel, taking approximately 45 minutes, results in the drone emerging into a windy section of mountain where it is directed to stay low. Camera panning of the area reveals that it may have once been a village long since abandoned. The precise location is unclear, but it is assumed to be in the vicinity of Site B, judging from estimates in travel by the drone. The buildings here are coated in deceased layers of SCP-610, and unlike other buildings in Site A and C, which were coated in SCP-610, these buildings appear to be constructed directly from the tissue substance. Get you some silly woohoo pizza. After a cursory scan of Site B, it is determined that there is no life either here nor natural to SCP-610 related, so the drone is directed to look back into the tunnel, as the winds around the area make aerial recovery impossible. Upon descent into the tunnel, a deep roaring sound fills the audio, and the feed becomes choppy as something blocks the signal. During the periods in which connection to the drone is clearest, the camera and weapon are angled downward and propellers slow in speed to allow for a faster drop. Video feed becomes clear in the final 2 minutes before feed is lost. Rushing up towards the drone from the area below is what appears to be a large human face stretched 20 times its proportions with no features save for those created by SCP-610 material. There are eye sockets but no eyes, a mouth but no teeth. The drone fires upon this rushing mass of SCP-610, but the bullets do not deter it. Impact points remain visible for several seconds before closing over themselves. There is no room in the tunnel for the drone to take evasive action, and it is swallowed by the mass. Our SCP-610 is considered lost until 3 hours later when feed inexplicably returns. Video feed from the drone appears to show a series of structures, illuminated by one of the 2 lights of the drone. Camera pans around without instructions from the remote relays or HQ, capturing a vast number of shambling entities within the area. SCP-610 materials move over the lens of the drone and the feed is permanently severed. Manned exploration was approved. Results are in document SCP-610L5. Side note, we are coming up on an ad break soon, just so everybody is aware. Ads will be starting in about 10 seconds. We'll talk for a minute while the ads are going on. We'll have a little breather sesh. A little breather. Ads? Ads. Who's not subbed? Who wants the goodies? Who wants the goods? Oh gosh. Yeah, need to like. My back itches. Why? Why are you? Oh no. It's in a place I can't quite get. Evil. Evil, evil, evil. Terrible. No good. Very bad. Ah. Yeah, I need to go itch my back. Side note, yeah, I need to add another yawn to the counter. Pop. Let's see here. When we take our little breather. It says ads starting soon, but they haven't started soon, which is worrying. Ah! Hello. Side note. Yeah, thank you for the stretch. No, it's not my heart rate. It's, that's not a counter. The stuff down at the bottom there, that is a, live, time of day, so it's a little clock. Oh, now you decide to show up, Stream Elements. It's a little clock. And then beside it is, my heart monitor. Not my heart monitor, fuck. Yawn counter. That's where I count all my yawns. I yawn a lot. That's how many yawns we've made since we've started the yawn counter. 38 BPM would be crazy. 38 BPM would mean I'm dead. Clinically. was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, since I think my computer's disabled, I'm gonna try Wednesday again to do, DMC, so that way we can play DMC together. Do you guys want to play DMC? I'll finally play DMC. I love DMC. I want to play Silly Woohoo Pizza Man. I'm mad that my computer didn't let me play Silly Woohoo Pizza Man. I want Silly Woohoo Pizza Man. I love DMC. We all love DMC. Yay, yay. Everybody's excited for Silly Woohoo Pizza Man. I know. Hold your applause. I'm still not over the, I know. Still not over the fucking meme Swift made. Me throwing Kukulane away. I would never throw my beloved husband, Kukulane, from Fate into the trash can. He is my one and only. We're married. I really need to get a Kukulane body pillow now I think about it. Maybe that's something that I can search for when I'm at the convention this year. Throwing away Kukulane is impossible for Iris. It is. It's my baby. He's my Pookie. Put it on throne. Hold on. I have to actually look this up. Kukulane body pillow. Why have I not looked this up before, actually? Can I buy that? Is that something I can purchase? Ooh. Oh god damn it, it's sold. Wait. Ooh. Monkey brain. God damn it, that one's sold out too. Tomatoes, you know, look at this. This is from, who is this person? Clarissa's Cash? Mykora. Hold on. We're on a side tangent, actually. They have other stuff? Kukulane. They have a Gilgamesh one. They have a Kukulane one. They have a Xenos one. Oh. But they're all sold out. Oh man. What am I saying? There's definitely a... My condolences for your loss, thanks. What am I saying? I was about to say, do you guys think there's a Trafalgar Law body pillow? And I'm like 99% sure there is. Hold on, let me look this up, actually. Yep, found it! Oh, shit! Can't show that on stream. I can't show that on stream. Oopie daisy. 94 CAD. I think it's the one that I'm looking at here, but I don't quite like the coloring. I feel like it looks a little too. It looks a little off. Yeah, I can't show that on stream. I can't show that law body pillow on stream. Oops. This one's not too bad though. Can you tell us what we searched for? No. Long answer, short answer, law body pillow. Because I like Trafalgar Law from One Piece. Can I have a snack? Can you bring me a snack? Actually, that'd be pretty good. That one was a little too spicy for stream. But it is tempting, which is the worst part. I should not be allowed. Should not be allowed unregulated internet access. I hate this. Oh boy. Okay. We're supposed to be reading SCPs. And I'm over here like... Oh my god, it's time to look at Dakimakuras. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that one is spicy. Right. Ah, damn it. It's like from AliExpress. That's stolen. I don't want that. This one's one that okay. I wish this person had this Daki in stock, because it's like perfect. I want it. And they also make the Thanos one and the Gilgamesh one, and I like those guys. Gilgamesh a little less, actually. Ape is getting you interested in Dakimakura. Worthy side quest. Worthy side quest. How? Hold on. Hold on. I'm secondary side, third side quest. Third side quest. I gotta check for Grimjow, actually. This might be a more accessible option. Hell yeah, brother, it exists! That's pretty good. That's pretty- why is it on Walmart? Why is there Grimjow from Bleach Dakimakura on Walmart? When did this happen? I mean, like, I'm not gonna complain all that. Hey, I'd take it, but like, why Walmart? Why's Walmart got the Daki hookup? Can I keep going down this list here, actually? Be fucked up if they had a Kenpachi Zaraki one. Hold on. Bleach. Kenpachi. Dakimakura. Chat. Hey, buddy. Show that this shit exists. Ichigo goes to Walmart episode. Why does the Kenpachi Zaraki body pillow exist? I want it. There ain't no shot. Put it on the throne. Bro, I am tempted. That's some good ass art too. Person put a lot of love and effort into this Kenpachi Daki. And you know what? This one I can actually share with the class. Wow. Hold on. Is this entire website dedicated to Dakimakuras? Okay. Alright, chat. Side quest continues. What are we talking about right now? Dakimakuras. I think the SCP has left my brain, and I think I'm now just on brain rot husbando. Chat. Chat, look! Guys, look! Kenny body pillow! I've given up. My brain has stopped working. Look at that. Look at that, though. A body pillow. One body pillow, inner pillow not included, so I'd have to buy the inner pillow. I have to see what else this place has to offer. Yeah, I'm sorry. We've taken a massive side quest. Dear God, it's beautiful. We've taken a massive... Your 2 brain spells are speechless. I've gone on a side quest. Hold on. Can I, mail body pillows? Hey, guys! I'm on some shit! Oh, that one you can't show on stream! Oh, that's... Hold on. Is that not... This not... It's still Pizza Man! Hold on. I'm sorry, chat. I can't show that one on stream, but, No, hold on. They got a safe for work version. Is this just what we're doing now? Is this my night? Is this my evening? Buy it real size so you can... Me. Contacting your customer support. I'm gonna need you to make a bulk order right this instant. Alright, chat. Things have changed. So sorry to the YouTube chat. We've gone so far off our mark. Alright. I guess we're doing body pillow reviews now. This one's safe for work. I can show it. They have safe for work versions. Alright. We got Silly Woohoo Pizza Man! Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, YouTube chat's enjoying it too. Look at that. You're silly. Wow. You know, right? I know. Are we all seeing what I'm saying? Wahoo Pizza Man, goodness, yeah! What else can I find here? If I look at male body pillows... What else can I find here? Some of these are Bara. I found Pyramid Head with his ass out! I found Pyramid Head with his ass out! That's what I need, baby! Damn, there are a lot in here. God damn, hold on. I'm on an adventure. Got Roy Mustang. There's Senshi. 4599. Shoes on the bed. Dante can keep his shoes on the bed. Most of his, I don't think he'd take them off. This is a very dangerous website for me to have, actually. Because the more I look at this, the more I'm realizing that I have expendable funds. Damn, shit. I don't know. I can't show this one on stream, actually. But, Got that Miguel O'Hara, body pillow. God, Jesus Christ. Look at it. This is a big ass. What the fuck? I'm sorry for everybody who joined for SCP stream and is now forced to listen to me talk about Takimakuras. I'm so sorry for your... Hi, Hulk. Welcome in. I saw you on Alcina's stream. I can't show that one on stream. I can show this one on stream, I think. I just have to examine it a little closer. I think it's mostly safe. Oh, shit! Oh, hi! Hi! Oh! Hi, Raiders! I'll keep an eye on them. I promise. Hi, Raiders! This is supposed to be an SCP stream, but I have devolved into talking about Husbando Takimakuras. I'm so sorry that this is the experience you will have. Oh god, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Iris. I'm a cute little techno daemon. I do a variety of different things. I saw the Dante body pillow. It's totally okay. Oh, thank God. Keep cooking. Thank you. Yeah, I know SCP-4599. It's on brand. I'm very on brand. I also like husbandos, and I talk a lot about husbandos. So you will see a lot of husbandos. Thank you for dropping your crew off, Toll. I hope you had a good stream. Had me with husbandos? Dude, I'm always here for husbandos. I am like, can we get a... Hold on, let me grab a... I'm always here for husbandos. If I'm not yapping about husbandos, what am I even doing with my life? Thank you for the raid. I hope you guys had a good stream. Did you have a good stream? Of course we did Silent Hill. Oh, I love Silent Hill. We were just talking about the one that I found that has Pyramid Head's ass out. Can't be worse than what we talked about over there. To be fair, I don't know about that. I found a Tomura Shigaraki one, which is pretty great. That one I can show on stream, I think. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for the big raid. I appreciate it. I hope you're all doing good. Yeah, you're one of us. You're stuck here. It's the perfect body pillow for you. I got something. Oh, my nose. My nose is stuffy. Yeah, Alcina said so many things about you and how you supported them. I love Alcina! For those of you who don't know, and haven't had the chance yet to meet Alcina, one, you should go to Alcina's stream sometime. Alcina is fantastic. Nike can be streamed. What's really off limits? Definitely what I've seen. I love Alcina. Alcina's, for those of you who don't know, by the way, community, you should definitely check out Alcina because I am trying very hard to get my girl monetized here on Twitch. She needs to hit affiliate, and it is your solemn duty to do as I say because this is now a cult and I'm its leader. Have fun! I'll take care of your goobers. Have a good one. Get some rest. Rest up. Alcina is a good friend of mine. I love her dearly. She is so sweet, she's so nice, and she started very recently in her own VTubing journey. I would totally recommend if you guys get the chance to follow her and love her. She is super great. She's fantastic. And another read! Oh my god! Danny! Hi, Danny! Hi, Danny! Hi, Danny chat! Hi, Danny chat! I just want to preface this when you guys come in that we are no longer talking about SCPs. I have devolved, and we're talking about anime men body pillows. Hi Raiders, hi Shrekian. If you haven't met me yet, again, I know most of you from Danny's community are probably going to be here to see me, and you've probably met me before. I'm Iris Damon. I'm a little creature. I do a lot of different stuff. No, SCP, I'm out then. I'm sorry. We've devolved. We've lost track. I'm gonna change the YouTube title to Yapping, mostly reading SCP. Is there anything else in here that I find interesting? What else is on this goddamn website that I can see that is of spending use for me? They have such a wide variety that honestly I am just... Oh! You guys aren't gonna believe this, but I just found... Oh, fuck yes, sour gummies. I just found a Vampire Hunter D body pillow. Hey, yo! Actually, the art for that's pretty fucking cracked, though. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of... Wait, there's a... Ooh. Okay, they're cooking. This website's cooking. I have found... Danny DeVito. I can show that on stream, actually. I just keep forgetting. Let me show you guys this one, actually. I know it's gonna look really low quality when I show it, but, you know, fuck it. There is a Husbando quarantine room on my Discord. Ooh. Ah. Vampire Hunter D? In my chat? My Daki Mykora? This one's pretty good though. Look at that art. Pretty good art. Pretty solid. Name DeVito. Bit rate preventing me from looking. No! No! Oh, no. No, the Danny DeVito one, is that... I just processed whatever layer of meme this is on the Danny DeVito body pillow. Is that what I think it is? This looks like the fucking uniform from Vampire Night. Am I insane? I'm not gonna show this one, but like, I have a sneaking suspicion. What else can I find in here? I found a yaoi body pillow, let's go! I found men kissing! See, the unfortunate part about all this is you guys chose to be here, and unfortunately, due to the fact that you all chose to be here, Grahatia. You're all subjected to this. And the worst part is, if I am not mistaken, you all have decided to stay. Which is the worst part. You all decided to stay here and listen to me yap about Dakimakuras. I've yet to see one that's, like, really, like... I guess, like, obscure. I guess Vampire Hunter... Ooh. Hold on! I found a Virgil! I found a Virgil, everybody! Iris Daki Wen. I have that one Daki Mykora art, but I like to make some new Daki art. I found a Virgil one. Ain't that enough? It's not normal for you guys to want to listen to me yap about this, you know. You guys chose to be timed out. I found a Virgil body pillow, actually. Okay, okay, we're cooking. We're cooking with gas. Is there anything else in here that I can... This, like, unending list. Exceptionally unending list. Like, it does not... Wow. Doesn't change. Oh, that is one you definitely can't show on stream. That's a show hole pillow. Yeah, this does... You do save money. You do save a little bit of money. Think about it like that. If I'm so little, then you save money by not having to buy a full body pillow. That's a big weenie. What the fuck? What is going on in here? I found another Dante body pillow. I can't show that one on stream. Art's good. I can't show it on stream. My VTuber monitor made me a tiny docu that's probably Iris size. Yeah. Big wiener. Big wieners in town, baby. I'm impressed with the sheer spread of characters, though. Like... actually definitely impressive. Seems, you know, it is... Again, I can't show that on stream. Here's a Dante body pillow I can show on stream. Actually, this one's pretty good. Hold on. I don't know how reputable this store is. How reputable is this store? And how much... That was nice. She's becoming aware. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look at that. That one's good. That one's pretty good. That one's safe. That one's safe. We can show that one. Stuck to my chair and my eyes are taped open. You can't leave. You're stuck. I found a Dracula! Guys, I found Dracula! I found Castlevania Dracula, guys! And all 18 inches of venom. Huh. Found Dracula. Oh my god, everybody. Found Alucard. Found Dracula. What else is on this list? Where else can I go from here? We're starting to hit the end of this list. Yeah, I'll point everybody in the direction of Alcina. Ayato Sakamaki from the hit Otome game, Diabolic Lovers. You're not the one that I want. Is there anything else through here? Damn, they literally have everything. I am impressed. Oh, hey, Astolfo. Law! I found Law. Okay, they literally have just about everything. Emiya! Ooh, I can't show that one on stream. Alright, I've run out of... Have you guys ever... I feel like a Clockwork Orange, you guys. Where we decide that we're gonna have a really nice, relaxing stream, right? We're gonna sit down. We're gonna have a nice, chill stream. We're gonna talk and relax. And then partway through, I'm like, have you guys ever heard of Dakimakuras? Midnight Iris or just to fall asleep through? Dude, I am like... Hold on. Are there other... This is... Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, but this one's all girls. And I like girls, but like I don't want like a girl body pillow. I want a dude. I want a big buff guy. It is now. See, all these Dakimakuras are all like pretty girls, and I love pretty girls, but like I want like I want a boy. I want a big buff guy. I want a sizable I want a sizable man. Hold on, can I... Can't show this on stream softly. Bro's cut as hell, exactly. That's what we need. But like... Can I find... I just want like... See, I can look up Dakimakura covers on this website here, but it's all girls. It's all girls. Where are my buff boys? Where are my buff men? I know of a docu that's of a Limia character, but it's absolutely long. Dude, I'd have that though. I love big pillows. Are there any characters on here that I actually like? Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't want... I'm gonna hide adult content. Just so I don't accidentally... It's all girls! That's right, but like... I love cute girls. I do. I think cute girls are amazing. I love cute girls. OBS. OBS nuked me from orbit. Please. It's not greed. It's not greed. Like, I am just of the opinion that maybe we need to have more hot anime men on Dakimakuras. That's all I'm saying. Let's just talk Husbandos for a bit, actually. Maybe this is my point in time where I go Husbando window shopping ahead of the con. Every time I go to the convention, and I'm going this year, I guess we could talk about it a bit. I go to the convention every year. I go to, con every year. And my point of contention every year, buff guys, that is. No, you can find buff guys anywhere. It just takes a little searching. If you sprinkle some protein powder on the ground, they'll come running. Every year when I go to convention, I do a couple of things. My first thing is I find a really big item that I'm like, I need it. And then I decide whether or not I want it. And I take the entire con to decide, because I go, if it's not here on the last day of the convention, then I truly don't need it. My second order of business is there is one booth that is always at this convention that I always go to that brings in imported goods. And they always have Cuchulainn merch. So I always go, I always pick up my Cuchulainn merch. And that's all I collect from that place. Except for last year, where I bought like a shit ton of Diabolic Lovers stuff, but I didn't expect them to have the actual game. Good night, Faria. So I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to have that, and I have that now. So, you know, and I'm looking at it right now, my beautiful baby. More blood. And then I look for Husbando merch throughout the artist alley, because I am a firm believer that if I'm going to the artist alley, I might as well buy Husbando merch. I'm really mad because one year I saw this really cool Law fan art, like prints, like these really beautiful black and white prints. They had a little bit of gore in them, but it was definitely Law, and I really, really liked them, but I was unable to get them. And I'm hoping that this year, when I go back, I'll be able to maybe find that artist again. I'm really sad I didn't get that artist card. I usually pick up, I have a like stash of artist cards, because I pick up... Sorry. I have my big bag of merch that I need to put on my boards. So I have a lot of stuff in here, actually. I'm actually gonna go through it real quick so I can take stock. I have a Mel Hololive keychain phone charm. I didn't fall down the meat pit. I actually have a lot of Hololive stuff in here, now that I think about it. Some scented stickers. I have an Ame pin. Tempura sticker. Axel badge. Because I have a lot of Hollow Stars merch in here as well. Ame sticker. Korone keychain. I need to add these to my bag. I have a bunch of these really cute hollow, what are they called? Posters. They're really cute. And they're all like summer themed. And I don't use them because I'm worried about ruining them, but they're really cute. And I got them from a stamp raffle for free. I was like the last person. What else do I have in here? I have some Cuchulainn keychains that I have yet to put up on my Cuchulainn collection. I have a lot of those. I have an Edith from Twisted Wonderland sticker. I have a tiny little power keychain that I have nowhere to put. More Cuchulainn keychain. Iris keychain. Any Hollow Stars body pillows? I'm sure they exist out there. Stickers. Cuchulainn. Fubuki. The sticker of Blade from Star Rail as a goose going honk honk. Yara. Sana. Subaru Duck sticker. And more Cuchulainn. I have a lot of Cuchulainn. I make it my my mission every year. There's an official one for Battle. There is. I don't really watch Battle that much, though. I'm a big axolotl though. I watch a lot of Axel's content. I actually have his birthday merch from last year. I actually need to put these Kook Lane goodies up on my Kook Lane wall. Well, not wall, but I have a little sign that says love, and I put a bunch of my Kook Lane stuff up there next to my figure, my Kook Lane figure, and my Sanrio Kook Lane merch. And I need to put these up there. I need to just go ahead and hang these up there. I'm gonna do that real quick before I forget about that. I forgot Hollow Stars was a thing. I never forget Hollow Stars is a thing. I love Hollow Stars. Ah, no, husband, come back! Come back! So... oh, man, where am I gonna put these? Okay, I can't, like, quite... The ones that I got this year, last year actually, are all, oh gosh, come back here. Is all his Fate Extra design, which is kind of neat, because I didn't have a lot of that. I have a lot of Caster Kook Lane stuff. I have a tiny little bit of, Berserker. But I definitely need more Berserker Kook Lane in my life. I have a little cup that I keep all my like goodies in, and it has tiny baby Berserker Kook Lane from the Sanrio collab. And then I also have a bag that has regular Kook Lane and Skaha on it for the Sanrio collab that I keep. And then my my Ida bag is Kook Lane keychains. I need to get some buttons though. I've been looking on Mercari for a while because I really want to buy some merch, but it's kind of difficult when I'm on Mercari. Like, I can buy from Japan, it's just the import price is so high, and then people don't sell fairly. I'm always sad that I can't quite get everything that I want. I actually wonder if anything new's come up. I hit USA. USA. Oh, hold on. Okay, some stuff might have come up. Hi, Doom Slayer. Oh shit, wasn't the new Doom coming out? That reminds me, actually. Wasn't Doom Dark Ages coming out? Was that today? That's like later. It comes out in 3 days. Oh, damn. That should be fun. I actually found... okay, so there is some more... wait, what is this? What is this? This is new. Oh! Oh! I don't have that BL. Oh god, big stretch. Thank you. Welcome to stream, everybody. That is some nice art, though. I have that keychain. I don't have this one with today. Okay, let's see. See, now I'm just window shopping on Mercari, so. Now this is interesting. Ooh, this is an old figure. Hollow Ataraxia. Was there a Wonderexia figure for Q? Figure has wear and lancer, and the lance's damage was in the top tip of the spear. Has hair in the back of his head. But I have not been able to do it properly since it appears the piece may be damaged as well. I could definitely try and reattach that. It's only like 15 bucks. What the heck? Okay, hold on. We're going Mercari window shopping, I guess. You know... I don't think this should show my location. Hold on. Wait. Oh, he's just a little guy. Hold on. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going on a little sub journey. Hi. Hold on. We're gonna switch actually over to. We're gonna go to the gaming screen. You guys want a window shop instead? This isn't exactly what we expected for the day, is it? Do you guys want a window shop? Okay, so I'm pulling up Googling merch on Mercari, and I just want to go through it. Let's window shop a little bit. Why not? Let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna dox myself. I'm not logged in. Behold, Kukulane merch. Some of this I already have, some of this I don't. This Hollow Ataraxia figure is pretty interesting though, because I don't remember there being one. But I could be wrong. It looks like it's a really small one. It might have been a prize figure. I have these already. I have most of these. I don't have this Nendo. I kind of want a Nendo. You might reach a new record time for streams. Fuck yeah. Because this looks like the... His face is fucked up, though, by the looks of it. Doesn't look quite right. I would rather buy the Nendo from Good Smile itself, though. What's this? It's just a regular acrylic. Okay. Kukulane Altar keychain. Kukulane Altar, please? What is this? Oh my goodness! Wait. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Aww. That's so cute. What the heck? He's just gnawing on it. And let's see. See, there's a lot of stuff that I don't have that I really want. Oh, hold on. I know what part of collection this is. Little mini notepad. That'd be cute to have. I have a lot of stationery. Thank you for the stretchies. Thank you for making me stretch while I look through it. Anything else? Not a whole lot. Ooh, hold on. I have the cup that goes with this, actually. It's a mini notepad? Maybe. Oh, hold on. I love this art. If this is the art that I'm thinking it is. Yeah! Okay, I fucking love this art. Stretches make you taller. Really? Then I need to stretch more. So, I love this fucking art, by the way. It was the art, if I'm not mistaken, was, It was from a very recent merch drop, like a cafe. I love this little Maeve poodle down here. I think she's great. What is this? Is it the... It's the, just the print, right? Okay, okay. I'm making bad choices tonight. Very clearly. I'm making bad choices with my life. I have a lot of these keychains. I actually don't know if I need any more of these keychains. What don't I have? I have just the regular pop-up parade. That's a standee. Bookmarks. Now this is what we need. He's just a little guy. He comes with this box too. He's a little goofy looking. But it's a little difficult to find good Coup merch. It's for the AMBIANCE family anime. He's a little goofy looking. He might be a bootleg. He looks a little bootleg. He looks a little bootleg. Because that is not what the original looks like. I think he might be a bootleg. Which sucks if he is. There's so many choices. I was looking at this. It's BL, so I'm not going to show it on stream. I'm not going to show you guys yaoi on stream. We haven't reached that point. We don't know each other well enough. Man. Nendo's cute. There's always a lot of Nendos. I could just go buy the Nendo myself. I wish they had... I have an Ishtar, like a space Ishtar. Or, not space. We're not doing yaoi on stream for monetization. I'm pretty sure that does the opposite. Not space Ishtar. Cowboy Ishtar. And it's, no trust, I see. I'm not showing you guys yaoi. We don't know each other well enough. I don't need you to know my yaoi preference. I don't need you guys to know my preference. What are you talking about? Get up my chair. Sit down in my chair, I guess. We're doing good. Welcome in. I think it's about time to end though, because I'm getting sleepy. Ugh. I'm getting so sleepy. People can stream South Park Fractured Butthole and get monetized. We can have yaoi. No yaoi. Where's your mind going, Iris? This one's definitely not safe for work. This is dojin, like dojin. A dojin. Midnight, so it's a good idea. It is midnight. May I ask for a quick introduction of yourself, please? Yeah, I've said it a couple of times today. I'll say it again. Hello, everybody who might be new. My name is Iris Damon. I am a Techno Damon VTuber. I do a variety of streams, cozy, and horror, and whatever else I can really come across. I yap a lot about my things that I like, including my husbandos, and different series, things that I'm very passionate about. I also do art, and I'm just kind of a silly little goober, all around. Not all yaoi is NSFW, but this one is. So I'm not gonna show you it. You can't see it. What just happened? I just went static analog horror mode on my screen. It's called the bitrate dropped and we entered the shadow realm. Spicy. Alright, chat. I think tonight is over and done. I think we are... I I think we're about headed out, and I'm getting sleepy. I know you guys are probably sleepy. It's getting late. Yeah, I was... The Yowie did it. I mean, blame the Yowie. How about that? Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Feel free to drop by. We're gonna be streaming tomorrow, by the way. Bitrate hates Iris. Bitrate does hate me. Tomorrow's Cozy Tuesday, so tomorrow we're gonna be playing, I'm gonna give you guys actually a choice of what we play tomorrow, and I guess we'll do this before we, scoot on out for tonight. I have a couple of cozy games that, I'm down to clown with for tomorrow. Obviously, we can continue playing Story of Seasons like we usually do on Tuesdays. But if we want to keep yapping, we can do web fishing. Or because Alcina has infested my brain with it. I was thinking we might play Fields of Mystria. I don't know if you guys would be interested in me starting playing Fields of Mystria. But, you know. Can I do a poll, actually? Poll. What do we play tomorrow? Friends of Mineral Town. Red fishing. Or Fields of Mystria. There we go. We'll run it for a minute. Mystria is very cute. It is very cute. Watching Alcina play it was like really great. She's made me want to play it really, really bad. There it is. Polls up. Congratulations, you guys. You can vote. It's got a minute on it. Vote. 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 Do it. Do it for me. Do it for me. Bite. Do it for me, Pookie. I do really like Fields of Mystria's style. It's very cute. It's very, very adorable. It's very, very cute. We'll probably raid into Cora after this, actually. Strange, there's no poll on YouTube side. I don't have it set up on YouTube. It's over on Twitch. I vote Mystria. You can say what you want and I'll add it to your account. But it looks like Mystria is probably gonna be it. So we'll play Fields of Mystria tomorrow. We'll start it off. I want to romance the dragon. Can we do that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna romance the dragon. I'm gonna kiss that dragon. That sounds so weird out of context. Have you seen his humans, right? He's very cute. I'm gonna smooch him. Good night, everybody. Good night. No ad break. There's no ad break. The ads don't exist. We're gonna go raid